Brady's not at OTAs. Rodgers isn't at OTAs. Other big name guys aren't at
Right.
OTAs. The only person getting picked on is Russell Wilson. Why?
Because Russell Wilson went to the public and complained that he wanted more money, complained that his offensive line was not protecting him, publicly blasted his coach. He publicly blasted the organization.
So why aren't we blaming Aaron Rodgers? He can go on the Pat McAfee show and all these
because
and give interviews about wanting Brian Gutekunst fired.
The reason why is because when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, people are afraid. They kind of look at him in kind of sort of the same light as they look at Tom Brady without all the Super Bowl rings. It's like they don't want to get on Aaron Rodgers' bad side because then all of a sudden he's not going to talk to them for an interview.
Well, maybe people should start treating Russell Wilson like Aaron Rodgers because guess
Right,
what?
they should.
Russell Wilson has the same amount of Super Bowl rings.
Well, what does that mean? Well, hold on.
I agree.
I disagree because Aaron Rodgers, as much as you can say, I disagree. I disagree because they have the same amount of Super Bowls. Listen, we've seen so many other quarterbacks win 3, 2, 1 Super Bowls and all that other stuff. So because they have the same amount of Super Bowls, they can be compared to one another. That's bull. That's bull because to me, Aaron Rodgers has done it longer than Russell Wilson. And Russell Wilson, when he played and he won the Super Bowl, he didn't win that Super Bowl. The defense did. The Legion of Boom won that Super Bowl. That's the dominance. The dominance of that defense.
I don't remember when Seattle won. I was too busy remembering Malcolm Butler at the one.
Oh, well, that was it.
It was the year before.
I knew he was going there.
And by the way, that was the year that Russell Wilson, if you want to give him credit, that was the year that Russell Wilson was the best player on the field, not the defense. Just remember who was the 6th seed, the first wild card team, 6th seed to go all the way to the Super Bowl and win. Okay? And that was Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers. And the reason why they did that, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has had one of the worst defensive teams in NFL history. Go look at the defensive teams. They were all within 30 and 31 or 32 ranked in all of football. Every time they've been a Super Bowl contender. Aaron Rodgers is the reason why the Green Bay Packers, year in and year out, they're a contender. Not their defense, not their special teams, not their running game, not their wide receivers.
You can make the same case for the Seahawks. You can make the same case for Russell Wilson and the Seahawks.
Really?
That defense last year for Seattle was putrid.
That's why they lost in the first round.
Where would Seattle have been if they didn't have Russell Wilson? Where would they have been?
Here's the thing. Russell Wilson, with that defense,
They probably would have been a 6-10 team.
they wouldn't have made the playoffs. They wouldn't have made the playoffs. But with Russell Wilson,
Thank you, Steve. Thank you for at least.
what? Hey, wait, one second. One second, Jeff. What did they do when they made the playoffs? What did they do when they made the playoffs? They did nothing. Now, Aaron Rodgers. Where did Aaron Rodgers go last year? Where did Aaron Rodgers go in the playoffs last year, Mr. B-Vet? Where did they go? They went to the NFC title game against a better team.
Oh, they made it one more round. Oh, my God.
One more round? Two more rounds.
Sorry, they had a first-round bye. They won one more game than the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
If people are going to chastise Russell Wilson, then you have to chastise Aaron Rodgers, and you have to chastise anybody else who is going to act like a diva in the media, especially when it comes to your contract negotiations, your team situation, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And now the problem is that you're starting to see these star athletes now where it's set a trend. And unfortunately, we have Jamal Adams to thank for all of this. Because now, when you're unhappy with your situation, it's basically you go on social media, you piss and moan about it, you go to the media, you have some sort of a podcast or episode of somebody's show to say that you feel like your talents are not being used to their full potential, and you feel like you don't agree with the direction that the franchise is going, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then it sets the stage for you to exit stage right. Well, then what's the purpose of signing a contract? If you're going to sign a contract, especially a 6-figure contract, a $100 million contract, $125 million contract, then you know what? If Aaron Rodgers is going to sit out, then the Green Bay Packers should basically say, look, we're not going to trade you. Either you're going to play for us or you're going to retire. Plain and simple. And you know what? Aaron Rodgers may just decide, you know what? Screw this. I don't need this. I'm going to retire. And then so what?